And now, your Precision 18 forecast. News 18. Weather from where you live.
A blizzard warning still in effect for Newton and Jasper counties. Those are the only two areas that are dealing with that blizzard warning in effect through early tomorrow morning. Wind gusts there could still top out around 30 to 40 miles per hour with more snowfall. The majority of the region still dealing with that winter storm warning that'll go until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. The rest of us dealing with a winter weather advisory, still holding on the scattered snowfall across the region. Here in Tippecanoe County, actually looking pretty dry at this point. Some light scattered snowfall across the eastern half of the county. Here in Lafayette, West Lafayette, a little bit drier here up on the hill, but looking a little bit further off to the north, Newton and Jasper counties, a different story. Notice the heavy snowfall moving in. That's lake effect snow. We have the strong northeasterly wind flow that's pulling moisture off of Lake Michigan, and that's generating heavy snowfall there. Plenty of big measurements coming in from those two counties over the last couple of hours. Also tracking another wave of heavy snowfall pivoting eastward, making its way into the western half of the viewing area. We are not out of the woods by any means quite yet. Notice more of that snowfall pushing across the region, all thanks to a round of low pressure now centralized over parts of central Ohio. That low continuing to spin counterclockwise, pulling the northerly winds in on the back edge, the cool air interacting with all this Gulf moisture that it's pulling in from the southeastern Gulf states, and will continue to do so at least through the early morning hours, possibly even into the early afternoon for tomorrow. We've seen so far as much as 3 inches of accumulation. These are viewer submitted reports, by the way. The further north you go, the heavier snowfall we've been seeing. At least a couple of reports of 10 to 12 inches between Benton and Jasper counties. Would not be surprised to see as much as 13, possibly 14 inches for the far northern parts of Newton and Jasper counties. By tomorrow, we'll have those official numbers as early as tomorrow morning to report to everyone. Those were just, once again, all viewer submitted rain or snowfall amounts. Wind gusts today, another big problem. As high as 40 miles per hour in Delphi, 39 miles per hour Crawfordsville, 38 in Fowler earlier on this afternoon. Still dealing with some breezy winds out there, getting up to around 25, even 35 miles per hour at this hour. We're looking at sustained winds from the northwest at 15 miles per hour. Scattered snow flurries still coming in across much of the region. Temperatures at this hour right on or around that freezing mark across the region, meaning any of the snowfall that we are seeing, not only here but throughout much of the Midwest, is still a bit of a wet snowfall that's going to be sticking. And as we get towards the morning hours, temperatures fall off into the upper 20s, and as a result, blowing and drifting snow becomes a possibility. Your morning commute tomorrow morning, a little bit on the slick side, so please again remember to travel safely over the next 24 hours. Won't be until tomorrow afternoon when we finally dry out. 29 degrees your overnight low temperature in West Lafayette. We're dealing with snow chances as late as about your lunch hour, especially for the far eastern portion of the viewing area. For the most part, it'll be a dry day in Tippecanoe County. Finally, that snow coming to an end, but when it's all said and done, we're looking at anywhere between 4 to 10 plus inches of snowfall, depending on where you are across the region. Lafayette looks for a lock about 7 to 7.5 inches of accumulation. Once again, up north, we could be dealing with more than 10 inches of accumulation, as much as possibly 13 inches across parts of northern Jasper and Newton counties. Now, the good news, guys, is that temperatures will be on the rise over the next few days. Bad news is all that snow has to melt, doesn't it? So we could be dealing with some localized flooding going ahead in the forecast. 44 degrees your high temperature by Saturday. Sunday, the 50s. Yes, even possibly near the 60s by the middle part of next week.
Okay, so we're not in the clear of snow. We still got to get through tomorrow.
Yes, still got to get through tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, things should dry out and begin to warm up.
All right. Thank you, Cam.